Okay, for this video, we're going to learn how to add Google Analytics to a website. So what we do is we go to Google Analytics. I'm already signed in, and I've already got a bunch of different accounts on my login. So what we're going to do, we're going to come here, create a new account. It's going to ask us a series of questions. What do we want the new account name to be? In this case, I'm adding this to this website, so give it the name of your website or company. And then you can leave these all checked. You don't have to. In the past, I've always unchecked them, but it is recommended. And if you ever get into more advanced stuff with analytics, you're going to want to leave those checked. In my case, I have had it where I did need technical support with something, so leaving that checked. If not, you'll have to go in and check that in order to get that other technical support you need. So again, personal preference, but I would just leave them all checked. You do have a limit. So far I've just got 11 out of the 100 for this email account. Click next. Now with Google Analytics here, we've got a couple different options for where the analytics are going to be tracking. Most of the time I just select website because that applies to me, but as web, hit next. Then we get into the same thing. So you can have multiple analytics accounts all under, say, like one client. And so I give this, the first thing that we created was, where does that belong to? So just the company name or something. And then this can be your website name. In this case, I'll give it the name of the website, and then the actual URL will go here. That is just clear to me. I like to see that. Again, you can do what you want. You don't have to fill this out, but it kind of helps, what the business or the website's about for tracking. Then we've got the time. Sure. And then we hit create. After you accept those terms, then we've come in here and we've created our account. Now for the big thing, where do we put this script tag? And it'll tell you here where you should put it. It should be right before the closing head tag or inside of the head. So anywhere in there. You can put this in the footer, that's fine too, but if you have conflicts or other things, it's always best to put it where they tell you to put it. So you can copy all this, and then we'll just drop that in the head tag. And then I'll show you what I like to do here in just a second to make sure that it's working. This is a good little trick that I do. Okay, so we've got our code pulled up. This is some child theme website that I inherited from whoever else built it. So here's our head tag, here's our head tag, here's where WordPress calls in its stuff. So I'm going to come down right here, tap this stuff over. You can leave these comments in here. Sure, why not? Most of the time I just end up getting rid of them. For now, sure, let's just leave it. So I just saved that, so that should be pushed up to the server. So what's the trick? What do I like to do? Well, I like to come back over here. I know that it's been added, and I go to real time, and I go to overview. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here on my other screen that you can't see and visit the web page. Rather than go to the other screen here, we'll pull it up here so you can see. So we're going to click around, visit a few things, and then if we come back here to real time, we should be seeing that pop up. And it doesn't look like it's showed up yet. So let's go check the source code and see if we actually added that. And it is added, okay. Okay, so after trying a few things, it looked like I just barely got this website up and hosted, and there's some issues with the HTTPS, and so there was something there that was conflicting, and it looks like, looking at all the page source, we've still got some assets that are not being loaded correctly with HTTPS. So I probably need to go in and fix that, but yeah, after browsing the site, now the pages that I'm going to are working correctly. So again, that's why we kind of test things and check it out and make sure they're working.